been an interesting one. So I joined 6 months ago as Free and Speak Up Guardian. So it was a big change in the middle of a lot of change that was already happening. And I guess an odd time to be joining an organisation, but I was made very welcome. Just a strange way to join an organisation in the middle of a pandemic. Some people I still haven't even met in person yet, but a very welcoming team. But yeah, I don't know, Caroline, if you've got anything.
Around 2020. So I was already working in Cygnet, and what 2020 brought to me particularly was that we just had to learn so many new things. We had to be incredibly flexible. There were new meetings, there were new IT systems. Even though I already worked at home, I had to coach people through learning to use Zoom or Blue Jeans and change all of our programs into a video format, which actually, however fast I could go, other people couldn't necessarily go that fast. So we had to pace how many changes we were bringing in, how we had to really stylize our communication so as our teams weren't overwhelmed. What I would say was that the teams were just fantastic. They've been inundated with videos on PPE and training and infection prevention and control, and they have just been so receptive and so professional. So it's been a good year, as well as a different year and a complicated year.
All I said yesterday that sat with that, Caroline and Julie, was that it felt the organisation had come together and the teams and communities had come together, because in times of crisis, which a national pandemic is, it brings people together and it brings out a real team spirit, I think, in lots of people. So I think it's made people talk and communicate with people that they may not have communicated with before, and I think it's been such a positive. So I think in learning from pandemics, I think, is really important, and I think those are the positives, I think, that have come out of the real sense of desperation that a pandemic often brings with it.
So the use of Zoom and things like that, I think kind of has in many ways increased our reach and the ability to interact with people. So I think that's been really useful. I've developed my end of Zoom meeting wave as well, so it's an interesting one.